Well, I'm back, and how could I not be? It was a newsworthy week for Indians in America, so let's get started. Congratulations to Slumdog Millionaire for taking home 8 Oscars on Sunday night, including Best Picture. Congratulations to Bobby Jindal for being the high-profile Indian in American politics, delivering the rebuttal to President Obama on Tuesday night. Okay, well, the theme of these rants is honesty, so now let me tell you what I really think. I thought President Obama's speech was fantastic. I thought it was great. I think he's an amazing orator. I could listen to him speak forever. And I thought he laid it on the line. You know, the cost of the war, we're going to report that. And instead of, like, running away, hiding under the economy, he took, like, healthcare, education, energy. We're going to scale the hell out of these things, which I think is awesome. Now, and he also talked about the need for sacrifice, which I think is something we've needed for the last 8 years. It's kind of like, let's sacrifice, let's have Americans serve, let's, no more private jets for executives. Although he's going to keep his $11.2 billion worth of helicopters. That would have been the one good thing about Obama being a Muslim. He would have voted against pork. But I also thought that it was great that he talked about politicians are going to have to sacrifice.
Given these realities, everyone in this chamber, Democrats and Republicans, will have to sacrifice some worthy priorities for which there are no dollars. And that includes me.
He kind of sounded like Winnebago Man.
I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me.
Now, the other side of fantastic can mean not very realistic. And that's, and I hate to come down on Obama because I love him and he's the president. You should be able to make fun of him because he's the president, but he's black and so we got to sort of be sensitive with the New York Post cartoon and everything that happened. But because he's the man, we'd be like, dude, he's the man. But it's also he's the man, the man holding us down, except now he's black. So I don't even know if that works. Is he the bro? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how that works. One thing he did a really good job about doing is setting expectations low. He is the best at this. This is phenomenal, what he's been able to do. It's kind of like back in gym class. We were graded not by how many push-ups you did at the end of the semesters, but by how many more push-ups you did. Okay, so in other words, if you did 50, that was great. But if you did 45 in your first day, it was like, oh, improvement of 5, delta of 5, you get like a C. But if you sandbag the hell out of it on day 1, and dude, I can only do 3, and then you did 47 more, A+. So he's done a really good job of that. I think that as long as we're not in 4 years living in some Mad Max Thunderdome, Terminator 2, 28 Days Later wasteland, we'll be like, dude, he really rocked it. So, good job, Obama. But I really do hope he succeeds. As I do Jindal, man. What can you say about Bobby Jindal? I don't agree with any of his policies, but I wanted him to represent on Tuesday night, and he just didn't, And that's the thing with Indians, dude. Can we just, for once, get an upper without a downer? We had Slumdog, 8 Oscars, and then Bobby Jindal. You get the namesake, and then you get Sanjaya. You get we're known for Mahatma Gandhi, and then Apu. For every doctor in this country, some fool has to open up a 7-Eleven. Can we just get 2 in a row once? Obama, or Jindal rather, I thought, what was up with that twang? Really, I couldn't get past the accent. I get that might be really the way that he talks, but it wasn't enough that he didn't have an Indian accent. This guy had a full-on southern drawl, down on the farm, way out yonder. If I had my druthers, tell you what, y'all come back now, you hear southern twang. This guy was deep south, man. And the thing is, why go with that choice? I know that might be the way he talks. Even when Bill Clinton went down to Arkansas, you heard that drawl come out, but give us the Midwest news anchor, man. Give us the broad stuff. Talk up to us. I felt like he was just talking down to us the whole time. I just thought he could have done a much better job with that. And the southern accent is the only accent laughed at harder than the Indian accent, so bad choice. And it doesn't work the other way. You know that there aren't white guys down in Alabama with an Indian accent. They're not going to the rodeo howdy. That doesn't happen. Just stick true to yourself. I don't know. Maybe that was himself. He talked about how he came from a distant land, like Mars, because he sounded like a robot. And I'm not a sci-fi guy, so I don't know if robots come from Mars. But he sounded mechanical. I just thought he could have been a lot more natural. I like the fact that he gave us his personal story, although I wanted to learn more. Contrary to popular belief, we don't all know each other. So I looked him up online, and I kind of felt bad doing that, although, so many Indians work at Google, it's like asking your uncle. I found out that, we should just do this old school, man. We just do it with drum roll and everything. I found that his real name is Piyush, which now I can see why you changed it to Bobby. It sounds like something you say when, you smell something that reeks. Piyush. He converted to Catholicism, and a lot of people think that he did that for political reasons. I don't think so, because Catholics are still kind of not totally accepted down in the Bible Belt, and besides, he's governor. He's, long arm of the law, and who has more arms than Hindus? He went to Brown University. That one is just too easy. And by the way, I think he switched to Catholicism, because he's Punjabi, represent. I mean, we drink more than anyone else. I think he just did it because he finds out that you can drink wine in church. Boom, get her done, I guess is what he would say. He did become governor of Louisiana, which, no small feat, although Mississippi is right next door, and that's where they keep the masala. I feel like I wanted to know more about his policies. This guy is very outspoken. Jindal has more positions than the Kama Sutra. He's against rape. He's against rape. He's against abortion in the case of. Well, I mean, of course he's against rape. Vote for me. I'm against rape. As opposed to the other guy who's for it. I mean, he's against rape and incest. Okay, well, he may not be against incest. He's from the South, but he's against abortion, even in the cases of rape and incest. He's so conservative, he even believes in a flag-burning amendment. Okay, I've never understood the concept of a flag-burning amendment. I don't get the logic, right? Because the U.S. flag is a symbol for freedom. You can do whatever you want. So how can you make it illegal to burn the very thing that gives us the freedom to do what we want? Anyone else get the irony here? I don't know. Okay. The one good thing I found out about is that we're building a maglev train. I didn't know that we're actually building a train that connects Los Angeles and Las Vegas. Actually, Disneyland, the kids' playground, to Vegas, the adult playground, which I think is fantastic. I actually invented that idea last year. Well, I didn't invent it. It was kind of like how I invented Ghostbusters Steel in third grade. I didn't invent it. I just thought it'd be a good idea. But that's fantastic. If that's wasteful spending, waste away, man. We definitely need that. So I'm all for it. The one thing that is sort of starting to become clear to me is I think there's sort of like a black and brown, what am I, Asian? A black and brown, conspiracy going on. Call it my Reese's Pieces theory, okay? Check it out, right? I don't know what the white people in this country are going to do anymore. My president is black, okay? The guy giving the rebuttal is Indian. The head of the RNC, the Republican National Committee, is black. The guy dispensing the TARP funds, Neil Kashkari, is Indian. The Surgeon General is Indian. It's all of a sudden it's blacks and browns who are taking over. I mean, I feel sorry for white people. It's good. In corporate America, you have Latino groups and black groups and Asian groups. You're going to need white groups soon, which up until this point have just been board meetings. But think about it. I feel like it's a conspiracy. I really do. I feel like we're in cahoots with the black people. Think about Obama. It's black and white. Jindal, neither black nor white. Okay? We've been fattening up white kids in this country for years, telling them that they're starving kids in Africa, in India. Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, both led their people to freedom, blacks and browns, stealing from the white man, Henry David Thoreau. You had Jay-Z and Punjabi MC on the same track. Will Smith went to Bollywood. Snoop Dogg and Akshay Kumar did a song together, Sing is King. Ludacris is even going to remake that song from Slumdog, J-Ho. He's going to call it You're a Ho. Okay, that I made up. But seriously, I think, Jindal, the white thing did not work for you. I don't think you should go country. I think you need to embrace your hip-hop roots, Maybe just start all of your speeches with, "What up, dog?" Okay, because I'm so hood. No, but seriously, can you just be yourself? And, well, maybe in your case it's not such a good idea. Maybe like Dave Matthews said, maybe, sometimes I find it's better to be somebody else. So why don't you give a shout-out, including your culture? That's what I'm saying, because the movie title itself lends itself well as a noun or direct address. From now on, start all your speeches with, "What up, Slumdog?" Hey, it's a start.